once again. Isa, give me a hand, please. ये आवाज कल से आ रही है?
It's because Dr. Amra, both are unmute. Yes, now it's good. We're good.
Now it's okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to share my screen. Got it. Got it. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Toastmasters and dear guests, welcome to Pakistan Association Device Toastmasters Club's 99th meeting. So as Umaima has explained, that we belong to Area 32, Division I, District 105. So Toastmaster International. Toastmaster International was started by Dr. Ralph C. Smedley on the 27th of October, 1924, with the core values of respect, integrity, service, and excellence. The Toastmaster International's mission is to empower individuals to become more effective communicators and leaders. Empowering, and the brand promise is empowering individuals through personal and professional development. Club mission, Umaima has already mentioned. So what is Toastmaster International? Toastmaster International is an organization which has got an international footprint in 143 countries with more than 16,000 clubs and approximately 367,000 members worldwide. We belong to District 105, Area 32, apologies for the misprint, and Division I. And this is your team, your XCOM at your service. So why Toastmaster? Toastmaster, to conquer your biggest fear, the stage fear, to polish your leadership skills and learn team building skills. Gain confidence in every aspect of your life, become an effective communicator to inspire others by public speaking. Also, to polish your leadership skills through positive and optimistic approach, get and give encouragement and expand your opportunities via networking. Learn team building skills to improve critical thinking, become a better planner and implementer, and see visible improvements in yourself and in your careers. So the promise of a Toastmaster is to be regular, do the meeting assignments, and act as club officers with respect, courtesy, and the core values, and abide by the rules and regulations. So I love this quote from Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, that whatever your grades or position, if you know how and when to speak and when to remain silent, your chances of real success are proportionately increased. With this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to just share, as some of you know, that I'm back from Pakistan, and my flight was delayed, and I was in the flight today. And I'll come up and share this little story of them. So what I'm just reading is just reminding me am I visible? Yeah. So it was just reminding me Scott, मुझे pin कर लेंगे?
Yeah, spotlight the front.
Spotlight me.
Okay, should I click on the thing?
Yeah. Can you do it, Wafa, from there?
I've done it on my screen, but I won't be able to do it for you.
It's done. We're good. It's done. It's done.
Is on?
Yes.
I don't see myself. Yeah, इसको हटा दीजिए.
Just go.
इसको ना. इसको खत्म करना है. Stop share. Once we stop share, yeah, and then pin this one, spotlight. Is there pin or spotlight? Oh, it's
It's already pinned.
okay. So there was this lady, I was sitting with a couple of ladies, and the lady, I was reading, I opened my laptop and I started reading a book. And this lady, she was sitting next to me, and I could see that she was reading with me. And then she started asking me, she asked me, I don't know, from somewhere, she asked me, is your name Amira? And I said, yes. And she said, my daughter's name is Amira as well. And I said, okay, that's good. And then after a little while, she asked me, I was reading my book, and she was reading my book, and she said, you're highlighting the things that you like. And I said, yes, I'm highlighting the things that I think are important. And then afterwards, she said to me, how many children do you have? And what I feel is that what we need to learn is that stop asking personal questions from people. And this is something which is very common amongst all of us, that we ask personal questions as is a general characteristic, which I think is not right. And I would like to tell people or discourage people that this is not something that we should be talking about. But I didn't say anything to her, and she was just my colleague. And when I came back and I was getting ready to come here, and I was just thinking that I should have very politely kind of somehow just to tell her that, this is not right and we should not be asking personal questions. But I didn't say that to her. And that's when I was remembering what Dr. Ralsei Smedley said, that, if you know when to talk, what to talk, and when to remain silent, then that's what it is. And I still haven't learned that. It reminded me, I felt that at that time, she should not be asking that question. And as a, she probably would have minded or probably would have listened. But I thought about it afterwards, but not at the point. So ladies and gentlemen, with this, I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, to our president, Toastmaster Khan. And as you all know, she is a teacher, she is a motivator, she is a pusher, she's a good friend of mine, and I would like to hand over the stage to her, and let's see what she has to tell us today in this meeting of ours, Pakistan Association Dubai Toastmasters Club's 99th meeting. So over to you, Madam Toastmaster Wafa Khan.
Thank you so much, our acting president, our actual VP Education, Dr. Amira Shah. मेरे साथ आइए इस दुआ में. Everyone together. लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी. I would appreciate if you all do that with me. लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी.
तमन्ना मेरी. We used to
हो शम्मा की सूरत खुदाया
मेरी.
दूर दुनिया का मेरे दम से अंधेरा हो जाए, हर जगह मेरे चमकने से उजाला हो जाए, हो मेरे दम से यूं ही मेरे वतन की जीनत, जिस तरह फूल की होती है चमन की जीनत. Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wafa Khan. When I was growing up, तो मुझे याद है कि एक छोटी सी दुआ हम गुनगुनाया करते थे और ना कोई इल्म था कि किस कहाँ से आई कैसे आई, पर एक बहुत प्यारी सी दुआ होती थी जिसपे हमें लब का मतलब भी नहीं पता था. Well, that is the stigma जब हम overseas होते हैं पाकिस्तान के, तो बस you don't know everything. And then as we grew up, हमें पता चलता गया कि भाई लब पे आती है दुआ बन के, यानी this the prayer comes and touches our lips and utters those words, and यही दुआ थी. इसी तरह मेरी भी हजारों ख्वाहिशें, और इस साल हैप्पी न्यू ईयर टू एवरीवन. जिस तरह ये शुरुआत हुई तो मेरी भी एक ख्वाहिश थी, और ख्वाहिश क्या, काश काश मुझे कोई किचन से बेदखल कर दे, काश मुझे कोई किचन से बेदखल कर दे, कसम से नहीं पूछूंगी मुझे क्यों निकाला. So, yes, everybody, this is what I want to do. I want to be very specific. And this is our 99th meeting. And I know everyone, we all have made it possible सिर्फ यहाँ मौजूद हो गए, जबकि हम थोड़ी सी shortage है हमारे members की, they are busy, occupied, they're attending to their partners, कहीं personal commitments हैं, and some last moment cancellations, which is a challenge. लेकिन सबसे खूबसूरत बात पता है क्या होती है? Action लेना, कदम उठाना. So, वो कैसे उठाया जाता है? To bring any change, we need to take an action. ये आपको भी पता है, and as Toastmasters हमने सीखा है. Because actions result in consequences. Now, this consequence can be there to teach us, or this consequence is there to give us a reward. अब ये आपके ऊपर है कि वो आपके किस मुताबिक सूट करता है. एल्बर्ट आइंस्टाइन ने एक बहुत उम्दा बात बोली थी, which I absolutely love it, is if you want different results, don't do the same thing again. So you've got to change your actions, because eventually जो आप करते रहेंगे उससे same चीज तो नहीं मिलेगी. And I don't want to live, like Robin Sharma said, I don't want to live the 75 years of my life again. I don't. Well, I'm not 75, not even 57. If you turn that around, I'm pretty young. So I'm going to enjoy that. Isi tarah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my part one of the new beginning. अब मैंने अपने हर मेंबर से रफ्ता रफ्ता पूछा कि भाई आप बताएं आपके गोल्स क्या हैं, आपकी न्यू बिगिनिंग है कैसी. So ladies and gentlemen, we begin our meeting today, and we are joined with as a team, और मैं हर टीम को मौका दूंगी अपने रोल के बारे में बताने के लिए. और सबसे पहले मेरे लिए जो बहुत अहम रोल प्लेयर हैं जो मुझे थ्रू आउट सपोर्ट करेंगी, वो हैं हमारे टाइमर, because timing is the essential part. It's the essence of keeping everything intact. So our timer is going to be Umayma Amjad, who is so our timer has arrived. Yay!
Oh, great. Otherwise, I wouldn't mind being a timer.
हमारे टाइमर टाइम पे आ चुके हैं. So that is fantastic. So हमारे टाइमर हैं कौन? Let me introduce you. मैंने आज अपने टाइमर से पूछा कि आप कैसे चाहते हैं कि मैं आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करवाऊं. Well, he is such a good role player and he's such an excellent operation manager that वो टाइमिंग का रोल यहाँ पे भी निभाते हैं. He always takes the timer's role, और वो बकायदगी से अपने roles play करते हैं. So he's an operation manager at Pepsi Beverages, Dubai Refreshments. And he's been in the UAE for about 35 years. Wow. Wow. तो आपने तो बुर्ज खलीफा बनते भी देखा होगा, आपने तो रोडे बनते भी देखा होगा. जी, exactly. तो आपने सब कुछ देखा है. And what is his plan? So his plan is for the 2023 कि उन्होंने अपने skills को enhance करना है. In coaching, and in training. तो वो सही जगह पे आए हैं. You're in the right place to work on those. And I would encourage and support you to do that in further Toastmasters. So our timer, Abdul Naeem, please explain your role. आइए सामने और हमें बताइए आपका रोल होगा क्या.
Hi, good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank you, the Toastmasters. Since I joined, I explained in the earlier meeting as well, I didn't felt even the first day that I'm unknown to all of you. This has been missing, and with such a professional people out here. Secondly, as far as my role is concerned, it's a timer role. I must admit that this is one of the easiest role, to be very frank. And as I spoke again, starting from the morning at 8 till 5 and 6 in the evening. I'm speaking too much in my office, so I prefer not to have any much more speaking role while coming and enjoying all of you, all the conversation. A timer role is very important because we have once the speeches and the table topics are done, then we need to know that who is within the time, who is out of the time, who qualified, who didn't qualify. So I believe it's a very crucial role, but with a benefit of having a much ease, relaxed, enjoy chai and samosa timely, and rather than having any tension on the head. So this is what it is.
Perfect. And you will be showing your red, yellow and green cards?
Yes.
Okay, great. So वो हमारे मौजूद हैं. There it is. We can see everyone. So you will be monitoring all that stuff and on the screen as well. जी बिल्कुल. So let's go to our next role player. अच्छा ये जनाब हैं कौन? So he is a fresh new Toastmasters. इनको 1 साल भी नहीं हुआ. और ये he's got a lot to share, and I always find new things from him. When I asked him कि आप like what is your plan or goal and for this new year, so he said the new beginning had already begun in 2014, which is amazing. He had already quit smoking for 3 decades, and he's renewing his commitments on every New Year Eve to get healthy, to eat healthy stuff or get healthy stuff. And I believe that because he just turned 50 and he looks amazing. Change to be able to improvise, that is speak out on any given situation, prepared, impromptu or extemporaneously. ये बिल्कुल difficult word लेके आ जाते हैं मेरे लिए. And his goal is to make the world so healthy that the doctor should only be visited when in emergency. I like to see your dreams come true. Our Toastmaster, Isa. Come on stage and introduce what you've got.
So, can I start with the word of the day, my duties? Or should I introduce myself as in, like, you're going through the introduction? You have to speak? The stage is mine.
All yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
How are you all feeling?
Great.
I'm so excited. How about you?
We
Excited? Yes, online.
Yes.
Everybody is excited?
Yes,
Yay,
your
yes.
energy is definitely contagious. We're excited.
Honored to have the opportunity to present before you the word of the day. All right, so let's get into it without wasting any time. The word of the day is demeanor. It's a 3-syllable word, demeanor, but the stress is on the second word, demeanor. Now, mean. Am I trying to be mean or something? No, don't get me wrong. The word has a different meaning. It means the way a person behaves toward other people. That's one meaning. The way a person behaves toward other person. Now, your demeanor is defined as being either your facial expression, appearance, or your behavior. So that means it has to do a lot with what we are, the kind of business we are in. Toastmaster business. Next slide, please. Now, as far as the synonyms are concerned, or before getting to the synonyms, let me just tell you about the word. Now, there is this American and the British spelling. At the end, N-O-R is kind of American. If you want to change it to N-O-U-R, you can always spell it. Both spellings are acceptable. Synonyms: attitude, right? Poise, presence, disposition, right? Disposition is, again, it means mood of the person, right? Antonyms: idealness, apathy, inactivity, not doing anything, improperness, right? Moving forward to the next slide, if you don't mind. Okay, I made few sentences using the word demeanor, okay? And it goes like this. I try to be cheerful, hoping a good demeanor will make it go well for me. People like people who have positive demeanor. And this is true, I was extremely nervous for my first Toastmaster meeting, but team's calm demeanor immediately put me at ease. Okay, this is, I'm fairly new, by the way. I'm a newbie in Toastmaster Club. I joined last September. Yeah. So this sentence is, it fits me. Okay, moving forward, if you don't mind, please. All right, now let's give the audience the opportunity to make a sentence using the word of the day. Who would like to volunteer? There you go, my friend. Maruf.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Isa's demeanor brings lots of energy in the club.
Oh my God.
Go with us.
I feel so powerful.
Yes.
Thank you. Anyone else? Mr. Irfan, DTM Irfan.
Yes, so am I visible?
Uh,
Okay. So whenever we come into a Toastmasters meeting,
Yeah,
the demeanor gets ideal for
amazing.
everyone. So this is a magical place and we have a magical demeanor there.
Thank you, absolutely. Who else is there? Can we give a chance to someone on the online, if you don't mind?
Yes. Can you stop sharing the screen so you can see them?
Okay.
I would like to
Demeanor,
take.
Yeah.
I would like to take up.
Yes, go ahead.
please.
Okay. Dr. Amra's demeanor was excellent at the airport when she met the lady.
Wow.
Okay, anybody else?
I'll have a go now.
Okay,
As I've grown older, I realize everything depends on my demeanor.
awesome. Emma, would you like to?
Oh, yes, please. If you feel confident, it will show in your answers and your overall demeanor. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, great. That's been really great. So with this, before I end, I would like to use the same word of the day, and I would like everybody to repeat after me. I have a happy demeanor.
I have a
I
demeanor.
have a happy demeanor.
Oh, wonderful. That was fantastic. What an energy, Mr. Toastmaster Isa. Awesome. So this is my team, but I'm incomplete with one member. I'm totally incomplete with one member. And this member helps me, like Toastmasters is all about feedback. So who is he? I will be doing a proper introduction, inshallah, when the role comes. But here I like to add that I have been following this person for a while. And I wanted to know, more about Toastmasters in our country. और मैंने इनको यहाँ पे आते हुए देखा वो जहाज का निशान all the way to Dubai. And I thought, let's grab the opportunity and invite that person on board. And I'm so happy to do that. So he's our guest tonight. I'd like to hear about him from himself. और अपने role के बारे में बताइए. So he is DTM Atif Irfan. Would you like to explain your role and a little bit about you? Over to you.
थैंक यू सो मच फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो देखिए कितना फायदा है जहाज के निशान का कि मैं 100th मीटिंग से पहले पहले आपके पास पहुंच गया सो ये फायदा है जहाज के निशान का और मैं कह सकता हूं आई मेड द हिस्ट्री आई विजिटेड द क्लब बिफोर दे वेंट इनटू देयर 100th मीटिंग वाओ व्हाट अ ग्रेट लक फॉर मी एंड एवरीवन. So that's a very exciting journey of Toastmasters, and it's been almost 10 years I'm in Toastmasters, and I joined when Pakistan just had a single-digit number of clubs.
Yes.
So 7 or 8 clubs in the whole country. And then we had a vision that we have to move forward, and they asked us to join some other district, be a part of that. But while sitting there, we all said that no, we are going to form our own district. Let's start from the scratch and see how much we grow. And we were committed to do that. We stretched ourselves and formed first 20 clubs, and then we became a territorial council, 122, and then on 45 clubs, we were getting the status of a provisional district, and we have got that as well. And at 60 clubs, we are going to be a full-fledged district. So that's a great race, and we are into it. Of course, against all odds, we are trying our level best. So that's the story of my district, from where I have come. And as far as the relationship with Toastmasters is concerned, it's not limited to only one district, only one country. I have seen in the mid-year training I attended in past two days, and I saw that whether a person is from UK, from Hungary, from Finland, from any part of the world, whenever he or she meets a Toastmaster, the feelings change. Everyone feels into being a relationship, a great relationship. Meeting someone for the very first time, spending a few minutes with him or her, and then you are so relaxed, you are so cordially connected, you hug each other and you say that, oh, you are my lost brother, you are my lost relative, and that's what comes out from the heart. And I tell you that when I got a message from Madam Toastmaster Wafa, and she said that, why don't you join our meeting? I was literally delighted. I had plans to move back yesterday, but I stayed here for one more day just for this meeting.
Oh.
Because
Grateful.
when I posted on Facebook that thing, the real idea was that I might get connected with some Toastmasters club, because 2 days were very hectic in the training, and there were no chances of getting connected with any of the clubs. So that was my wish, and look how dreams and wishes come true. So that was about my journey, all the scenes behind coming here, and now coming towards my role as a general evaluator. So I'm a program quality director in my district, and I started my journey from VP membership, then VP education, club president. I became club president, I think 4 or 5 times in these years, and then area director, division director, club growth director, and now I'm program quality director. So what I have learned in this whole journey is that people come to clubs with an expectation that something really great is going to happen here. We are going to learn something really great, something really different that we don't know. So unless we give them that thing, they are not going to remain motivated. And that's why in many parts of the world, we are facing a challenge of membership loss because the expectations are not being met. This is besides many other factors, financial things, recessions, many things, but this is a very important factor. To keep a member motivated, we have to be very specific about the quality of the club. So unless we provide that quality, it is impossible to retain membership. And the general evaluator is the person who ensures that the quality is there. In every event, in every single minute, the quality is there in the club. So that's my role, is that I'm going to share my heart with you at the end of the meeting. And I'm apologizing in the very beginning that you might not like a few things from my side, but please, this is for the benefit of the club. This is for the benefit of us all, for the benefit of whole Toastmasters community. So that's what I'm going to share with you. What were the great things I'll tell you at the end of the meeting, and what are the things that we need to work on. So that was my role. I'll be, in fact, looking at the meeting at a macro level, that what are the things going on, and yes, how are the things progressing. And of course, there is a team of evaluators, the grammarian, timer, if there is any art counter, then such role players are there, and they will do the micro analysis of the meeting. But I'm going to do it on a macro level. But still, because I will go for this specific meeting, I'll go into more details to share my thoughts, how it is going to be, how it is being done in other parts of the world. What is the difference? What are the great things I saw here? And what are the things that, if added to the meeting, you will definitely be really great in terms of meeting quality. So that's from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your demeanor means a lot to us, and it just shows. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kasi. Okay, it shows us a lot. Thank you so much. Right. So this is my team that will help us through the meeting. So let's move on with the speeches. And हम स्पीच इसलिए भी है कर रहे हैं क्योंकि एक तो लेट्स बेयर इन माइंड कि हमारा स्पीच कॉन्टेस्ट भी आ रहा है, which is क्लब कॉन्टेस्ट आ रहा है, which is next week. और we need challenges in life, and for the new beginning we need some challenges as well. और कॉन्टेस्ट का एक मकसद होता है, और अगर हम उस मकसद से अपने कॉन्टेस्ट में हिस्सा लें या इन कॉम्पिटिशन्स में अपना किरदार अदा करें, तो वो it really gives us growth. और वो growth कैसे आती है? It improves our oracy skills, जिसको हम उर्दू में कहते हैं ज़बानी महारत. So I've actually translated it and translated into this thing. And of course, आपको पूरा एक wide angle पे आपको अपना focus नजर आता है. आप एक set of activities plan कर सकते हैं. आप बहुत सारे different activities में engage हो सकते हैं with lots of different skills. आपको कुछ challenges का सामना करना पड़ता है, जो challenges आपकी personality को और enhance करते हैं, or it helps you discover your new skills. Definitely it motivates you. Its competitions are about social challenges, and also they're quite interactive. And they help establish contacts with a group of people. So जनाब, हमारे speaker हैं कौन? हमारे speaker आज हैं, we only have one speaker because दूसरे speaker का he dropped out last minute. So what does he do? He's been in the UAE for about 10 years. और वो एक health insurance की जगह पे काम करते हैं. This year goal उनका क्या है? वो ये है कि वो unnecessary things को अपने इर्द गिर्द से निकालना चाहते हैं. And he wants to work on his self-development. I like to invite him on stage, but before that, I like to invite his evaluator, Dr. Amra Shah, to read out the objectives, please. Over to you, Dr. Amra Shah.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening. So the purpose of this project is to learn about different communication styles and identify your primary style. So the speech time is 5 to 7 minutes, and it is a level 2 project 3 dynamic leadership. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you so much. Right, so here the stage, I'd like to call upon Toastmaster Maroof. The stage is all yours. Over to you.
Do we have the mic?
आवाज आ रही है?
Can you hear me? Well,
आपको थोड़ा जोर से बोलना पड़ेगा.
no worries. We'll check if we have mic. Some technological.
I just
No worries. Thank you. So I hope now you can hear me, right?
online guys, can you hear Maroof?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it
We can.
great? Thank you. So how is everyone?
Great.
Great. So I'm going to share with you some really good tips today. So, well, today is my level 2, and as Madam Mufahan mentioned, it's project 3 of my dynamic leadership pathways. So, fellow Toastmasters, I've been in Dubai since last more than 10 years, and since at some point in time, all of us, we think about having a second income here, right? And generating something additional for us. And I was also looking for those kind of stuff. I started following up some influencers, some motivational speakers on social media. And I came to know a few years back that if you have a really good YouTube channel, you can, within 6 months, the influencer told me, you can get I don't know, silver button, then diamond button, gold button, all of that. And you can earn a lot. So what I did was I just rushed into that. I thought, yes, this is what I wanted to do. I need to be, YouTuber. So I went ahead. I bought a digital camera of 5,000 dirhams, and I started shooting around in Dubai. I wanted, as if, I wanted to show people how Dubai looks, as if no one has seen Dubai. I wanted to tell them, in Dubai, sun sets from east, the sun rises from east and sets in west, as if nobody knows. I went to Marina, went to JBR, went to Dera, went to Dubai. I filmed lots of videos, put it on my YouTube channel. I kept on sending people private messages. Please hit that bell button, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends. And you know what? After a struggle of 1 year, I got how many? 100 followers on YouTube and 200 likes. Well, I didn't even get a steel button. That was a hard luck. So moving on, next, era came in when another motivational speaker talked about getting rich quick. A new phenomena came in, and that was crypto. I never heard of that. They told me, you know what, if you invest in Bitcoin in 2009, it was 1 Pakistani rupee. Now it is $60,000. Just get 1 Bitcoin and forget about it. In 2 years, you are going to be a millionaire in dollars. It's going to hit $1 million at the end of 2022. This was promised. I went ahead, put all of my fortune, savings into the Bitcoin. And I had also planned that once I become a millionaire, we are going to have our Toastmasters Club meeting in Burj Al Arab. all of these dreams, I used to think about like how the meeting will look like, how everyone will be sitting, we'll order coffee, very expensive. I'll be millionaire at the end of 2022. So currently, the Bitcoin price at the end of, I believe, in middle of 2022, it reached from $60,000 to $6,000. That was the end of the my affair with Bitcoin and crypto. But you know what? There's something in me, and this is also I've learned from motivational speakers, which is never give up. You should have passion. If you want to do something, if you want to become rich, you can become rich. But there are many different ways, and maybe I was missing something. So I started following different influencers on TikTok. And someone told me, if you come on TikTok, you'll be living a luxury life. All of these marketing PR firms, they'll be hiring you, you'll be visiting different countries, you're promoting their brands and everything. I started my journey into TikTok also. I tried many videos, but later I came to know quickly, like in few days, I realized that there's something which needs, which is needed in TikTok, a talent which I don't have, and it's about something about dancing and singing. I couldn't do it at all, so I gave up. Okay. Recently, a friend of mine suggested me, you know what? The next get quick scheme that is, being marketed is about Amazon. Go to Amazon, sell something. Everyone is selling. Everyone wants to buy something. I said, okay, also not miss this opportunity. Let me go to Amazon. I ordered some headphones, some stuff, and all of that. I went to Amazon warehouse and I tried to put it there, wanted to sell something. Soon, I realized that Amazon blocked my account. They wanted me to take out everything from their store because some of the items were found not compatible with UAE regulations and others were faulty. So I had to took it back. Then I started talking with myself and started feeling like where I'm missing something. So, and what I'm good at, I realized that I really like farming. And by profession, I work in a health insurance industry. Why shouldn't I invest my time, invest my energy, invest my, all of the focus where, what I like to do? So I've started this year, my resolution is to focus on whatever I can do and how I can excel into that. How can I achieve that? Whatever I've been doing. So I'm trying to focus on that, and hopefully I'm going to get rich one day, and we are going to have our meeting in Burj Khalifa soon, but with the things that I like, not influenced by an influencer. These influencers can become rich by selling you their courses, by selling you their talks, their words. But try to invest your time in something that you like, not the influencers and not the motivational speakers. Thank you so much, and over to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. What a great speech. And yes, we need to work on those things. And shall we go for a break now, since we are right into the middle of the session? And we can have a break for about 10 minutes, and then we will be back. Okay? And then we can start from where table topics is.
Yes.
So while you're there, yeah, is that okay, Toastmaster Amir?
So it's 20, so we'll be back by 2:30.
8:30. 8:30, yes, you'll be back by 8:30, okay? So while you're there, have some chai and samosas. Over here, we've got some rain, so I'll get my tea. And Dr. Sumbul, aap bhi chai le lein, US mein.
See you again soon.
See you again soon, yes. All right, welcome back, everyone. So I hope those on the venue enjoyed your samosa and chai in this nice chilly weather. And those at home enjoyed whatever was served. Okay, so let's get back to the topic, the new beginning. Well, let me spotlight myself over here. All right, so the new beginning. Brian Tracy कहते हैं कि every great move forward in your life begins with a leap of faith, a step into the unknown. And yaqeen kare, as I understand this, a human being, a creature, basically, वो एक हद तक काम कर सकता है, वो अपनी potential तक काम कर सकता है. The rest, the creator का काम आता है. The rest एक unknown चीज का काम आता है. Usually हमें fear overpower कर देता है. Indeed, fear is powerful, but faith persists. Fear says, why try? But faith says, why not? Fear whispers that you need to ration your love. But faith whispers that love is only thing that lasts. Fear builds walls, but faith builds bridges. Or at the end, मुझे एक चीज का ख्याल आता है कि अपने खौफ के बुत को तोड़ डालो. And as I learned this, and I've believed that fear needs to be overcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a segment जहाँ पे हम सब ने अपने खौफ के बुत को तोड़ना है. और तोड़ भी डाला है. One of them is the fear of stage, the fear of being judged, the fear of speaking in front of, about the unknown topic in front of everyone. So, इस रोल को निभाने के लिए हमारे बहुत अच्छे सिपाही, एक खास, all the way from the US, is going to perform. And she is a doctor herself. And she has stayed in Dubai for about 18 years. And she worked here as a cardiologist at Rashid Hospital. And वो यहाँ पे 2 साल टोस्टमास्टर्स की बाकायदा एक मेंबर रह चुकी हैं इस क्लब की. उनके बहुत सारे गोल्स हैं. वो कहती हैं कि वो सारे गोल्स बहुत सारे दुबई में ही उन्होंने अचीव कर लिए थे. But since वो यूएस चली गई हैं with her family, अब वहाँ के नए गोल्स हैं जो उनके नए लोग और अपनी फैमिली और नए माहौल के मुताबिक हैं. So she can tell us about that. But let's see what she has on her impromptu session. So our role player is Toastmaster Dr. Sumbul. Over to you. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Wafa. Am I audible and everybody is able to hear me? Okay, that's good. So today's topic is the new beginning. The new beginning is for many people, I would say that. And table topics ka jo session hota hai, that is the impromptu speech or speaking extempore, it gives you a time duration of around 1 to 230 minutes. During that time, you have to build up a small speech. And this is what the aim of the table topics is, that do a small speech within the given time on the topic which you are given. So are you ready? Okay. So anybody can volunteer, otherwise I will have to take up some name. I would ask you, the first table topic is that, what is the best thing you learned from the last year, the year which has gone? Do you remember anything which is the best thing you learned during the last year? Anyone who will volunteer from the participants?
Now maybe I can try.
Yes, sure. TM, if I remember, you're Isa.
Yes. Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good.
Yes, good evening.
Everybody's enjoying the evening. Right.
So timer is there, please. Sorry, before you begin, timer is ready. Okay, start.
Well, I honestly did not think of anything while raising my hand. But just recently I had an episode in my life which really hit me hard, like somebody has punched me in my stomach. I was about to throw up, So I wanted to share that experience with my friends. Things were really going great. I was the marketing manager for a company, a group of companies. And as per the plan, the marketing plan, the strategy was going superb. I was promoting the product and things were really cool. At the same time, I was training a colleague of mine in the company how the tactics that are necessary when it comes to marketing, because marketing has just transformed. It's not the old kind of thing, the billboard stuff, the newspaper ads, and so forth. It's now about social media. It's about e-commerce. So I'm an expert in the subject matter. So with my sincere abilities, I was working very hard and also training my colleague at the same time. By the end of the year, I presented my work to the management and everything was accepted in the sense it was all positive. Of course, things had its ups and downs, never perfect. But when you have a plan in place, you try to do the best you can. And that's what I did. And by the time the year was ending, I requested a raise. I told my CEO, listen, I need a raise, so I need you to increase my salary, and this is my checks. I'm moving to a new house, and I'm about to pay the checks, and because the apartment that I'm living in now is cramped up, my kids are growing up. He said, okay, I'm going to talk to the chairman and let you know tomorrow. And the next day comes, he tells me, Mr. Isa, thank you very much. You've been a great help. You took our brand from point A to point B as planned, but now the person that you trained, he's here now. He's going to take over on half the pay that you are going to give you. So move on in life. I learned a lesson that, no matter what, try and not work for somebody, work for yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, TM Isa. So you learned that you work for yourself and not for someone else. Great. Okay, so moving forward, I have to ask someone, what is the challenge that you still find difficult to overcome? Let me see. Who will volunteer? What is the challenge that you still find difficult to overcome? I can see Muhammad Ayaz Ashraf. Are these people here? Muhammad Ayaz Ashraf?
Yeah, I'm here. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much, Muhammad Ayaz. Would you like to take it up?
Well, for me, it's a new thing. I think I would like to learn actually you guys what you guys doing there. So it's my first priority station. So I do believe
Oh,
that it is important for me to learn more how you are guys are, I mean, dealing with things. So
okay,
yeah,
no issues. So we will ask someone else to volunteer, please.
sure.
Get Ayaz, but just tell him. So Ayaz, Timer, could you just, Sumbal, tell him how to approach this?
Okay, you want me to tell Ayaz about it?
Yes, because they're guests, so they don't know what table topic is.
Okay, okay. Let's move on to someone else, Dr. Amra. Then we, in the end, they will be a little bit more comfortable then. Okay, so what is your motivation or the new beginning which Wafa is saying? So can someone else tell us about their motivation for this year?
Somebody would like to after him?
Okay, Dr. Amra, you have a lot of motivations. Let us ask you.
No, Naeem is coming. Naeem is coming because
Naeem is coming. Okay, okay. Let's ask Naeem.
and then we will get the guest.
Hi, good evening. I'm Subal. Can I have again, the topic, please?
What is the challenge that you still find difficult to overcome? Like,
I believe the challenge which since I step into the reality after the university, I feel the challenge is from the day one, from your family, from your parents to your siblings, and then to wife, and now with kids. The challenge is to make everybody happy. This is something I believe it's one of the biggest challenge we come across. We cannot make everybody happy. And I still find it most challenging that if you please one of your son, the other one is going to come up with an excuse that it takes you to an edge that how to please him now. So it's all the way starting in the morning from 8, start pleasing your boss or making him feel more worthy than he is, fortunately or unfortunately. And then while going back home, and since today, like today, today is my wife's birthday. I should not be attending this meeting, but after a long time, I said yes. And again, there is no pleasing back. So once I go home, I need to stop somewhere. I need to buy a flowers. I need to buy a small cake. And I hope the children are on the bed. So me and my wife can have a time and I can please her. So, but again, it's the most difficult part of my life. And I believe all the married men's over here. And I feel this part is lesser on the woman's side, but more on a men's side. So the biggest challenge I feel in my life is that pleasing everybody. Nobody is going to happy. You need to move forward in life. You need to see what priorities are yours. So I believe that it depends on you how you want to and till what extent you want to make everybody happy. That's it. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. So nice. It's very difficult to make everyone happy. Okay. So let me ask someone anything humorous that they would like to share from last year. Anything funny or humorous that they remember and would like to share with us.
Ayaz, do you want to try?
I think Dr. Amra, you are the best in the humorous thing. So I totally admire you even though. So
No. Try Ayaz. Try that. So the ground rules are that you minimum you speak for 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes, whatever. Off you go. Give it a go, Ayaz.
Okay. Well, let me think what was there. Give me some seconds. Let me process. Okay. Yep. Well, a lot of humorous things was happened. Okay. Well, I
Okay.
went.
Worth sharing. Let's make it easy for you and not make it humorous. Anything worth sharing you would like to share with us?
Do you want to
Okay,
open
well-
your Ayaz?
Yeah. You want me to open my camera? I'm here.
Yeah. Now we can see you. That's good.
Yeah. So there is a lot of things actually. I didn't prepare, but yeah. Worth sharing. A lot of things.
Coming
I
to
mean-
Dubai.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good to know that Dubai is a very, attractive place. But I never been. I never been in Dubai. But yeah, humorous things. There's a lot of humorous things happening. But how comes I'm just like blank now? Sorry for that. How comes?
Okay. Problem. We will
I
take
don't know
you
what
next.
words to share with you guys. There is a lot of things happening in life. Like, yeah, if
And-
I can say that my connection to the God, my connection my connection with Allah Subhanahu wa Taala increased by understanding more the world around me, especially the last year when I saw, because I was working, and when I saw that people's miseries around me, and then I never thought in this way. So yeah, so I feel like really, I the God is sent me in this world for a bigger purpose, and the purpose which I might be missing was for my last 38 years. So the purpose is to understand others' feelings, and to be, you can't be a pain reliever in a way, but yes, you can do it in your capacity as much as you can. So I think that was another thing I learned from my life, especially in last year. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Yas. Thank you so much for trying. And it was new first one for you. And so you will be growing up and you'll learn more and more. Yeah.
Dr. Amra told me, but I was not have any idea, but now I have.
Or you will be just an observer, huh? So that's it. This is what the Toastmasters is, that we catch up. Okay. Okay. So let's take someone else. And is anybody volunteer? So let me ask if somebody can volunteer before I put the question. Okay, so let me do something easy one. Okay, so anybody would like to talk about their target for the coming year, their goal or their target for the coming year? Is there any challenge you would like to take up for this year?
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Dr. Amra, you are taking up?
Yes, I'm taking that.
Okay.
Okay. So, what was the question? My
No.
goal-
So what is your target or what is your goal for this year?
What's my goal for this year? Since last year, June last year, I have started, I don't know how I started, but I started taking too many goals. First of all, in June, I started Arabic class. I'm going to learn Arabic, inshallah. I'm 6 months down the road, so I'm just now know the difference between Haza and Hazahi. So that is my goal number 1. My goal number 2 is that I'm doing an emotional intelligence class. And goal number 3 is that I'm doing a critical thinking class. And some of my colleagues from emotional intelligence and the critical thinking, I have invited them to see what Toastmaster is and how we can improve ourselves and how we can improve our communication and leadership styles. So the reason why I'm doing my Arabic class, learning Arabic, which was actually my goal from when was it? 1986. 1986 was my personal development plan that I'm going to learn Arabic, and here's 2022 and I started that one. At least never too late. That's my goal number one. I'm going to learn Arabic. Number two, I'm going to learn emotional intelligence, and nobody can tell better than Sumbul that I need to learn emotional intelligence. And number three, I'm learning critical thinking skills. And why? So that I can learn and read and understand the word of God directly, which will hit me here. And number two, I could, in the light of that, I can work around emotionally intelligently and then able to do a critical thinking. So these are my goals. And obviously Toastmasters, because this is a platform where I learn how to stand up, how to talk, how to be able to communicate with others. So this is my goal, to take it to the next level. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amra Shah. Wonderful, wonderful. Many targets, many goals. So I wish you all the best, that you are successful in your goals. Okay, so moving forward, I have to take up a question, which I do not know who will take up. Okay, what is the best thing you learned from last year? What did you learn, the best thing you learned from last year? If anybody is willing to take, otherwise I'll take up this question myself. Faiza, hi. Okay, Faiza.
Okay, yes, Faiza, yes. Go ahead, Faiza.
Good evening. Hope you all are doing well. I would like to thank Dr. Amra, because she invited me for Toastmaster, and I'm really enjoying the conversation. Actually, it's something like worth being a part of. So, if I talk about my last year, it was actually a roller coaster ride. What I learned from it was resilience. By being into a lot of emotional ups and downs, because I faced a lot of situations. They were actually difficult at that time, because it was quite disturbing. But later on, when I look back at my year, I realized that, yeah, I learned a lot through it. For example, I went to Pakistan. Basically, I'm staying in Saudi Arabia, in Dammam. I went to Pakistan last year for 2 weeks in January. Unfortunately, I went through a crime situation, a street crime situation, and I lost my passport and all my belongings. And it was my flight next day. So I was unable to fly, and I stayed there for several more days until and unless I received my new passport. The moment I received and I booked my ticket, again, there was a news that the flights are all locked and nobody can travel to Saudi from Pakistan. So unfortunately, I had to stay there for next 2 months, almost next 2 months, and there was no way to return back to my home. Though my husband and my daughters were still in Saudi Arabia, and I was staying there all alone, managing my things and trying to find a way to come back home. After 2.5 months, I got a way back through Bahrain. I had to stay there for 15 days, went through several tests for COVID, and I used to pray every day that my test should not be positive, because it used to be after every 5 days. Yeah, so I used to pray more that I should reach back home without any hindrance. So the moment I reached back home, it was like, I need anything more, alhamdulillah. So it was a roller coaster ride, but I realized that I learned a lot of resilience by going through this emotional ride. And I learned a lesson to stay positive and to keep connected to your goal and the purpose. And this is what I learned.
Thank you, Faiza. Thank you. You learned resilience, and what a
Yeah.
what a thing you have learned. Very good. Okay, so
Thank
if
you.
we have time, TM Wafa, do we have time? We can take some more.
Yes, I think you can take 2 more also, like we've got time.
Okay. Okay, we have time. Okay. So I would ask a simple thing that can someone tell me anything? Well, I asked humorous thing, but I would like something challenging they did last year. They took the challenge and they were successful or not successful, whatever it was. So if somebody would like to take up. I think so. I can ask Shahid Iqbal, TM Shahid Iqbal. Would you like to take that?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hi, good evening to everyone.
Good
Mhm.
evening.
Good.
Yeah. So there are multiple things which I done in the last year. Some is from the professional point of view, one is from the personal point of view. So one main thing I will like to mention from, especially from the personal point of view, like in the beginning of the last year, I was thinking I passed through such kind of a circumstance in my life. So like, you are thinking more about from Islamic point of view and about life, what will happen after the life. And then I feel that when I have everything, so it means I need to do all the mandatory things, which is mandatory for my personal life. So I decided to do the Hajj. And it was, I started like to think in March and April. And all of a sudden, with the grace of the Allah, I submitted my application and I got opportunity to do the Hajj. And in the beginning, I decided to do by myself only. Then I was sitting with my one friend and I discussed with him. And then I realized that if I will do alone, then after 2 or 3 years, then I must need to do with my wife because my kid is only 3 years old. So I was thinking that only I will go, and then after 2 or 3 years later, I will take my wife. Then at the end, I decided that me and my wife both will go. And then we moved to Pakistan, and I have the 3 kids, and especially the youngest is the 3 years old. He stayed almost 2-3 weeks with my family, all alone, and we went for a Hajj. And that was one of the, I will say, one of the greatest achievement and the target which I completed, and Alhamdulillah successfully completed. And this was the one main target which is from the personal point of view, which I would like to share.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, TM Shahid. It's so nice of you that you took a challenge, you made a goal, and you achieved that goal. That was really remarkable. Okay, so I would again ask this question, although I've talked about it, but what is the best thing you learned from last year? And I would take up this question myself, that I will do this table topic. And to my dear colleagues and Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, my last year was like moving from Dubai to US. And I took this decision for my family, as most of my family members were here. It was a difficult decision, but in the end, I was quite satisfied that I've been here alone in Dubai for quite some time, and this is the right time to move. And I said, okay, something will be happening good in US as well, and let me see that. And Dr. Amra knows that me and her both like to take up the challenges. So I took it up as like, okay, my next this year goal will be to come to US. So finally I moved here, and I said, okay, gradually I will be settling down. But what I found out here was that lots of challenges are there, lots of things are there. From the family point of view is one thing, but from your professional point of view is another thing. And here in US, most of the things are based on your what your certifications are, what your licenses are, and what achievements you have. And it took us a time to find out that everything is based on that. And finally, what my goal was to gradually find out some sort of a solution that will keep me busy with my professional things as well. So Alhamdulillah, I contacted the American Heart Association over here and told them about my movement, and I've been here, and they advised me and guided me and told me that I can contact these people over here. And I took that, and finally, at least for a short period of time, I'm still connected to my profession and take up the teaching classes for American Heart Association here. And I hope so that gradually the things will further be better and improved. So the best thing was that I decided to move, which was challenging. And the other good thing was that you must keep yourself always with some motivation that there is always a betterment in your step. अल्लाह ने कहा है ना, हरकत में बरकत है और खैर है, तो इसी तरह से things can be better for you at any place where you want to be, and it will be like that. So thank you so much. And this was my best thing which I have learned over here. And back to you, TM Wafa Khan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumbul. Right, can we have timers report?
Yes, I'll go down as per the participants. Isa, the timing was 2 minutes and 53 seconds. For Naeem, the timing was 2 minutes 25 seconds. For Ayaz, it was 2 minutes. Dr. Amra was 2 minutes 20 seconds. Faiza was 2 minutes 26 seconds. Sumbul Iqbal was 2 minutes. Shahid Iqbal was 2 minutes, and Dr. Sumbul was 2 minutes 55 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, it was more.
45 and
Yes.
So
There are people who didn't make up to the mark. Like their table topics explanation was good, but unfortunately, as the time limitation and what we have said is still, it was 2 minutes 30 seconds. So Dr. Sumbul and Isa Toastmaster Isa will not be a part of. They didn't qualify for the voting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So I've got the votes on Mentimeter. So I'm sharing the link in the group, and also the code for Mentimeter is 7774753.
Repeat again, please.
7774753.
Wafa, please tell that you can vote for yourself and guests can vote as well.
Yes, you can vote for yourself, and the guests can vote as well. So I'm sharing.
Yeah, I don't know how they will be able to access the Menti. So they are not in the guest list.
So we did not get it.
Yeah, so they can actually individually chat, send the private message to Wafa.
Yes, I'm sharing the link to them if they want.
Okay.
It's sent in group, right?
No, emotional intelligence.
There's no link, by the way.
We didn't get the link.
Yes.
So-
I've just sent it now. Sorry for the delay.
In the chat?
I'm sending the link to our DTM as well.
use the Wi-Fi. I think we can connect.
Have you got the link? I don't know why the internet is not.
Wafa, can you
You
carry
can
on?
send it on the chat. You can send it on the chat so that we can get it over there.
Wafa?
Yeah, I sent to Wafa Khan personally.
Okay, fine.
You can vote for yourself. Yeah, so there is a mental block.
मुझे नहीं पता ये क्यों नहीं जा रहा मैसेज.
Got it. Now we got it.
हाँ क्योंकि अभी जाके गेस्ट में पहुंचा है, सॉरी ग्रुप में पहुंचा है. Okay, I hope everyone's voted. So while everyone is carrying on voting, I would so we've got 2 members who are not eligible for voting. Is our Toastmaster Isa, is it, and Dr. Sumbul, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so the rest of them you can vote for. So we had Shahid Iqbal, we had Mohammad Ayaz, Dr. Amira, and Faiza Khanam. Okay, right. So meanwhile, everyone's voting. Let's move on to what our topic is about the new beginning. I believe, and with me, I see many of us believe, that हम इस दुनिया में किसी मकसद से आए हैं. लेकिन उस मकसद को कौन कौन पहचानता है? हम में से बहुत कम पहचानते हैं, और कभी कभी बहुत देर भी हो जाती है उस मकसद को पहचानने में. इस दुनिया में हर इंसान इस जगह को बेहतर जगह बनाने के लिए आया है. ख्वाहिश हर किसी की ये होती है, पर कोई हासिल करता है और कोई हासिल नहीं कर पाता. मगर मकसद क्या हासिल करना है या कोशिश करना है? That's where our focus needs to be. Rosa Sparks भी यही बात कहती हैं. She says, I believe we are here on the planet Earth to live, grow up, and do what we can to make this world a better place for all the people to enjoy freedom. But freedom का मकसद हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि हम किस चीज में फ्री हैं करने के लिए? So ladies and gentlemen, I leave you some questions. पहला सवाल, what motivates you? क्या चीज है जो आपको जुस्तजू पैदा करती है आपके अंदर? And you want to try more. दूसरा सवाल, जब जब आपने कोई गोल हासिल करने की कोशिश की, तो what was that desire? जो वो हदफ हासिल करना था, what was that desire? Very specifically, what was the desire? इसी तरह अगर आप फोकस करें पिछले गोल्स जो आपने हासिल किए, what made you achieve those goals? And the last question, आप जिन वैल्यूज को प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, क्या वो वैल्यूज आपके हदफ की तरफ आपको लेके जा रही हैं? So these are some of the questions that I ask myself. And I ask myself every day. Still, sometimes the answers are not clear. And to have a new beginning, I need to erase my things at the back and unlearn some of the things. Ladies and gentlemen, self-reflection is a key and it is important. Isliye, Toastmaster is very, very thoughtfully designed. और इसमें feedback session इतना important है जितना deliver करने का session है. And for that, we have with us our general evaluator. So I'm going to introduce our general evaluator. And I want you to take time. Oh, yes. Oh, the evaluation. Sorry. Yes, the evaluation time. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry.
And then grammarian.
Yes, so that's all done by general evaluator.
General. Okay, let me hand over to general evaluator. I'd like to introduce our general evaluator who can take over the evaluation session. So who is he? DTM Atif Irfan Sheikh is a seasoned project management professional from PMI, US, who has served on the top leadership positions in multinational and large national organizations. He has achieved the highest credentials of DTM from Toastmasters International, not once, but twice. Ooh. And there is an incredible list of accolades. So he is decorated. DTM Atif has mentored a very large number of Toastmaster clubs and individuals in Pakistan and around the globe. He served on various leadership positions of Toastmaster Internationals in Pakistan as a club president, area director, division director, club growth director, and now a program quality director. मुझे बहुत खुशी होती है कि कोई अपना पाकिस्तानी completely decorated हो or recognized ho. So ladies and gentlemen, with a warm welcome, I welcome DTM Atif Irfan on the platform of PAD, Pakistan Association Toastmasters, ki aaiye and take over the evaluation part of this meeting. Over to you.
Thank you so much.
Take the mic, please.
Okay, thank you so much, and I hope I am audible. And I'm visible to myself also. Okay, so thank you very much for this kind introduction. And yes, I had to work a lot to reach this point, but I tell you that the real taste is in giving back. So the day I started giving back, that was a great feeling. I never felt it in achieving any of these milestones. Being a DTM, being anything, getting a position, that doesn't matter. The thing really matters is how much you give back. And when you see someone helpless and you help that guy and you see that person flourishing, that's the real success. That's how I define success. Okay, so coming towards our third session, and this is an evaluation session. And we are going to find out that what were the great things, this is feedback. And in Toastmasters, the feedback is given in a very calculated way. So what we are going to do is we are going to start with the speech evaluations. So our speaker today was Toastmaster Maruf, and his project was level 2, communication style. And that speech is going to be evaluated by Madam Toastmaster Dr. Amina. So please welcome her on stage, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, DTM. I'm honored to be introduced here. Am I audible? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen and fellow Toastmasters, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
All right. So Toastmaster Maruf, how to get rich. What an exciting title it was. And I can tell you that you have a humor muscle in you. That's for sure. Now, that speech had your personal story, which made it very relevant and very interesting and very unique and very original. So an exciting title, humorous, and a personal story. That included as a good ingredient for a wonderful speech. Now, I'm going to divide my evaluation into two parts. One is going to be about the structure of the speech, and the second one is going to be about the delivery of the speech. So these are the parts of your structure of the speech. Now, the purpose of, as I said, that you had a personal story, that you have a humor in it, which was great. And now I'll come to the purpose of the speech. The purpose of this project was to identify the communication styles and learn your personal communication style. Now, although it was a very interesting mix of multiple events in your life, which was delivered in quite a humorous way, I found myself actually wondering what your communication style was. So that was when we deliver a speech, we need to identify and we need to concentrate on the purpose first, that what is the purpose, why I'm delivering this speech, and have I achieved the purpose? So just a little tip that when I write my speech, first of all, I write the purpose on the top. And then while I'm writing my speech, I keep referring it back to my purpose. And then, so that it reminds myself that I'm not drifting away from the purpose why I'm delivering this speech. So probably now I'll come to the end of the speech. So it has a beginning. It has got a body with multiple segments in that, which was your personal stories, and then the message. So most likely I was digging it out that the message was that you find your gift and then build your purpose around that. So this is the message that I got from your speech. Now, if I was delivering, now I'll come to, if I was writing that one, I would have delivered, I would have concentrated not on these lines. First, what is my purpose? Then my personal stories, and then what's message? And this is the skeleton, and then I will add the words onto this skeleton. Now coming to the delivery of this one. Now you had the body of your speech was had YouTube channel, cryptocurrency, TikTok, and Amazon. If I was delivering that speech, I would have divided the stage use. So for example, I start in the middle and then I'll move to, then somebody told me about a YouTube channel. So I'll come to the different parts so that it gives some kind of to the audience that I am now telling you one. And then I will move again to the middle, and then I'll take about the second part, which was about TikTok. And then I'll move to the other part, which was about your Amazon story. And then to conclude, I'll come back to the middle, and then I will summarize what my speech was all about and give the purpose. So great speech with a humor, with an exciting title, humor, and personal stories. I would like you to concentrate on the purpose of the project and to get the message, cover it up, end it up with a message. Looking forward to further speeches, great speeches, humorous speeches from you. Over to you, madam. Sir, sorry, we are not used to that.
Okay, so that's fine because it's usually the same pattern is being followed. So now coming towards the role reports, and we had already got the timers report in every session, and the time request for this session as well. Although there was only one evaluator, but you are requested to present your report as a plan.
For TM Maruf, the timing for the speeches allocated is from 5 minutes to 7 minutes. His speech was for 6 minutes and 25 seconds.
And what about the evaluator?
Evaluator, anyway, it's there, but it's 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And we have the timers report, and now coming towards, we already had a timers report for table topic session, and we have voted for that as well. The vote counter is by the Toastmaster Wafa. And now coming towards the grammarian report. And for grammarian report, I'll call upon Toastmaster in a huge round of applause.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good evening once again. Grammarian, such a decent word, but in reality, it's the fault finding guy. Yeah, I have to come and, you know, I was sitting there trying to find out faults, and now I'm here. I'm gonna expose you all. No. Jokes apart, it has been a great evening. I tried to find some words, some mistakes, but unfortunately I couldn't. I would rather share the phrases that I was impressed with, so we all know, you know, how impressive it was. Starting off with the stress ourselves, territorial, council. That's a great race. I was literally delighted. Look how dreams and wishes come true. What a nice phrase. Looking at the meeting on a micro level, and yeah, the demeanor word was used once. Your demeanor means a lot to us. In Urdu, what is that? Zabani Maharat is a nice word. Yeah, Zabani Maharat. And then I came across a new phenomena came about. Okay, never give up, luxury life. Next, get rich quick. What I'm good at, how can I excel in that? Try to invest time in what you like. Nice phrase, very motivational. Yes, and then our TMOD had a very nice phrase, a saying by Brian Tracy, which was as follows: every great move forward in your life begins with a leap of faith, a step to the unknown. Wow, amazing. A step to the unknown, yeah. Indeed, fear is powerful. Yeah, what a powerful phrase. Indeed, fear is powerful. Fear says, why try? And the question is, why not? Okay, very encouraging. Love is the only thing that lasts. Very, again, motivational, inspirational. In Urdu, apne khauf ke but ko tod do. What is the challenge you still find difficult? It was a nice question from our table topic of the day. Fortunately or unfortunately, another word, one mistake I heard was, instead of children, I heard children's. Okay, there's no S in children. You need to move forward in life, take it to the next level, a roller coaster ride. Reach back home without hindrance, mandatory. Harkat mein, I believe, I see, with me, many of us believe. Okay, then we are here on planet Earth to make it a better place. Very encouraging. Unlearn some of the things. You know, that's very important. While we're learning, unlearning is important again. Incredible list of accolades. All right. Put some flourishing is a nice phrase. And last but not least, adding words to the skeleton. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for such a great report. Okay, so now it's my time to present my report. Although the timer and that general evaluator's report is not very lengthy, but I have a lot to say to you. So please give me some more time for that. That's my request. First of all, congratulations. The club is going to have its 100th meeting. It's not a small event, so please do celebrate it. And I'll be there online with you when. And I'm proud that Pakistan Association Dubai is doing a great work, and I'm really impressed what I saw. So that was something that I wanted to share. The theme of the meeting was a new beginning, and that was followed throughout the meeting in one way or the other. So hats off to you for that. Well done. The ground rules, starting from the very beginning, they were spelled out. It's very good. What to do and what not to do is more important. So that was all very clearly spelled out. Am I audible or should I use the mic?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
I mean, if its audibility is good, then it's not needed.
No.
Okay, hopefully it will make me more loud and clear. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you. So I have been to so many clubs, but I have noticed again and again and again that the business session is not there. So anyone knows what is a business session in a Toastmasters meeting? Okay. There are two sessions in a Toastmaster meeting. The first one is called business session, and the second is called education session. So in the beginning, when the president delivers the opening address, a very short address, someone, usually the club secretary, recites minutes of previous meeting. Who were the winners of different segments? Besides that, anything that went great? Who are the people completing their paths, financial status, and whatever you want to share? So that's usually 5-minute session or segment. That is called a business session. And that business session makes your meeting a very professional meeting.
Yeah.
And whatever guest comes and they just see that, oh, there's so many, they are doing the work so professionally, it has a very huge impact. So what I saw here was that there was a business session. The presentation by Dr. Amira can be part of that business session. So well done on that. You had it. Mission and core values, they were discussed. They were talked about. Introduction of guests, however, is a part of that session.
Yeah.
So even if you have a single guest or two guests or whatever is the number, so you are supposed to introduce those guests, because that way the guest is engaged from the very first moment, first 5 minutes of the meeting. So please try to do that in your upcoming meetings. And besides that, we usually avoid any personal story in that business session, because that is purely a business session by its name clearly indicates that what is required to be done. So whatever things that are required to be shared are shared by TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day or Toastmaster of the Evening. And Toastmaster of the Evening may ask any member, club president or anyone that, yes, do you want to add something? And that is the right time to say whatever is required to be said by the club president or anyone. So in business session, it's usually avoided because that is a very short session, very crisp, and that is all about these things. Minutes of meeting, I will say again, minutes of meeting, introduction of guests, any special announcements, messages, or like we displayed here, a presentation. So coming towards the next things, the introduction of TMOD, Wafa Khan, that was very well done, very interesting, very catching. And Lab Pe Aati Hai Dua really touched the heart of everyone, I'm sure, because I could see the people there online and right here. Everyone was so absorbed in that and were literally singing. Someone was singing loud, someone was in his or her heart, but that was very great idea. And such things really make the demeanor of the meeting. Yes. Okay. So next thing is that word of the day, I haven't seen such a great introduction of word of the day as for the very first time. And everyone was asked to use it, or this has never happened in any of the clubs, any of the meetings I have attended. So this was a great idea. I'll take this idea to my club. But one thing that I missed was that the role players didn't introduce their roles completely. The timer is required to tell that there will be 3 sessions. In the first session, there will be this much of the time given to the speakers, the second and third session. And similarly, the grammarian is supposed to tell them that I'm going to note down the correct use of grammar as well as the errors which are being done, and besides some good use of language. So I'm going to tell all that at the end of the meeting and call it on. So this is not for the members, because we have a lot of emphasis on the guests. So they should know that what is going to happen, what is coming next in the meeting. So this way, telling about each and every session, each and every role player keeps them engaged. They feel excited that, oh, wow, that we are going to know that how many grammatical mistakes were there. Or if in the meeting there is an R counter, how many R's, arms, so fillers were used. So it keeps them more used. Now coming towards the speaker, yes, I also, and the evaluator, I also found that the speech objectives were a little bit of missing, and that was very well evaluated. Hats off to the evaluator, very well done. One thing that could have been added to the evaluation was that how to incorporate their communication style. So if I had done that evaluation, my thought would have been that I could tell the speaker that you told us this story, this story, this story. So how about adding just 1 or 2 lines about the communication style you adopted during that time of your life? During that time, I was this and I tried that and I was. So you know that there are a few communication styles that are given in the manual. So we can relate those stories to those communication styles, and that could have kept the speech very interesting like it was. And besides that, the objectives could also have been met. So that's an important thing in Toastmasters, that we tell someone that what were the deficiencies and what are the remedies, how to overcome those deficiencies. So these are the things we always discuss. This is the difference between a judgment and an evaluation. In a judgment, like we will do speech contests here, so of course, these things are not going to be told, but these things will carry marks. In evaluation contest, the evaluator is supposed to tell the speaker critical analysis of the speech, as well as what are the remedial measures that are required to take. So we should also prepare ourselves, our speakers, our evaluators, for the contest. And what are the essential things in those contests? Those are required to be in the meeting as well, because this is all a rehearsal going on. And I'm sure in Pakistan is going to be on the top of the world if we start progressing in the same way. So we should prepare our speakers, our evaluators, everyone for that great challenge of being the champion, being in the World Championship and taking that accolade to Pakistan. So that's the spirit, in fact. Okay, so coming towards the table topic session, the introduction was really great. I mean, that very much relates, leap of faith relates to that table topic session. How old you are in Toastmasters, when you are called on stage and you are going to, the table topic master is going to give you a topic, there is always a slight nervousness that, oh, I don't know what is going to be asked. Would I be good? Or everyone will say, ah, come on, man. What did you do on the stage? So this is always there. So it was very much related to leap of faith, and yes, I really appreciated that. And Dr. Sungal, the table topics master, she revolved around the theme of the meeting. That is very, very nice. I have very seldom seen this happening in the club meetings. usually the table topics are disconnected from the theme of the meeting, but that was very good, very nice. One suggestion for the table topics master is that there are a few ways of asking the same question. One way is a very simple single-liner question. One way is to engage the audience and to engage the speaker. What we can do is that create a scenario. Take yourself 1 year back and you were thinking of something that you will do in your life. So just think about those things. And has anything done completely? Have you achieved those goals? So this is a way of asking a question when the speaker will be very clear that what, and besides that, the speaker will get a kickoff. He or she will know, yes, that's how I am supposed to think about that. And that's how I'm going to start. So the way we ask questions, sometimes the speaker says that, yes, there are, I don't know what to say about that. So this will help the speaker to initiate and to speak in the direction that is really needed by the table topics master. And one more suggestion is that at least add 1 or 2 humorous topics in that. Although one of our speakers added a very nice humor and we all enjoyed that. But of course, if the questions are a bit humorous, that creates a variety in the meeting and the people enjoy it more. And what are the questions that were asked by the TMOD, that what motivates you, what do you desire to get, what made you achieve your previous goals, values that are taking you towards destination? They are really thought-provoking, very nice, and that's a great message, and definitely it's excellent. So that was all from my side. I believe that I have pointed out so many things, and some of you might have felt it not that good, but I think that as a general evaluator, that was my opinion. And one last thing, that as I said, that prepare yourself for the contests very well. And what we do in some of the clubs is that there is a secret judge in the meeting. And that judge takes that contest judgment form and fills that for every speaker. And we don't disclose that. So we have 2 results. One is secret judge's decision, and one is public poll. That adds a great value. Why it happens? It may happen that this 2 results are same. It may happen. But sometimes the audience is not very much aware of the objectives, what should be there in a speech, and they just enjoy or get fascinated by 1 or 2 things and they just vote. So what we really need is that we should, to add more value, we should have that person who is making a judgment in a secret way. And once we start doing that, we will see that there are many gaps in our speakers. And to identify those gaps and to bring the things on a great and a right track, that will help you a lot. So this is a suggestion from my side, and I'm sure that if you think about that, you will find more ways to do it. But overall, I will again say it was a fantastic meeting. I didn't expect it that much, very honestly speaking. I said that Madam Toastmaster Buffar told me that we are not a very old club and we are evolving yet, but I see a great maturity and a great motivation and great dedication. All the role players, everyone, and conducting the meetings in this way at this time, it's well done to all of you. Thank you so much. Back to Team.
Thank you so much, DTM Atif Irfan. What a feedback. Matlab, you have given us areas to grow in. At the same time, you've told us which areas we have excelled in, or we are doing good. Let's just say that. So I really, really highly appreciate your feedback. And I do promise you on behalf of my team because we are a dedicated team over here. Our members, you know, आप देख सकते हैं हमारे टाइमर साहब अपने एनिवर्सरी छोड़ के यहाँ पे हमारी टाइमिंग मैनेज कर रहे हैं, you know, while his timing is out of the window. So, I mean, this is a dedicated team. And I promise that we will be working on the areas because you rightly addressed. ये जिस तरह हम अपने accolades, पाकिस्तान के accolades as representatives, हम लेके आएंगे, दिखाएंगे one step at a time. You know, it just builds a nation, it builds a community. And yes, that is what our intention is. Each and every one of us intend the same. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate आपका feedback. अब मेरा आखिरी हिस्सा of the new beginning. So what is it? देखें, जिंदगी का एक सिंपल सा असूल है. जब जिंदगी आप एक जिंदगी के रास्ते पे हैं और उस रास्ते में आप जा रहे हैं और आपको पता चले कि आपका जो रास्ता है वो रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन है एज पर योर गोल्स, आपने करना क्या है? आपने ले लेना है यू टर्न. सो टेक द यू टर्न whenever that is needed, because once you identify where I am and what I am doing and am I actually heading in the right direction or not, so there's always a way out and there's always a turn. Just turn back, go back to that place, and there is a junction over there which you've missed. Just take the other road, not a shortcut but a different road. And आपको पता नहीं कि कौन आपको किस वक्त गाइड कर दे कि आप जिस रास्ते पे हैं वो रास्ता कहीं और जा रहा है और आपको वो एहसास हो. अब वो एहसास कैसे आता है? वो एहसास आता है सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन. सो लाइक आई एक्सपीरियंस, हम हर मौके पे रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं और करेंगे और इसी तरह हमें एक्यूरेसी मिलती है अपने डिसीजंस में. एंड एक चाइनीज प्रोवर्ब है, while हम ये सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं, तो एक चाइनीज प्रोवर्ब बहुत राइटली कॉम्प्लीमेंट करता है इस बात को कि पेशेंस is a second intelligence. So yes, like my little son who gets really impatient कि मामा मुझे अभी तो अभी चाहिए, पर हर चीज अभी अभी नहीं मिलती. वो ख्वाहिश, वो काश होती है. So like I think I go back to what I did. काश मुझे किचन से कोई बाहर निकाल दे. So I'm still in that hope and I will. And I like to share everyone before we end. आप सब मेरे साथ पढ़िएगा this little dua of Allama Iqbal. And I love each and every word of it, and I'm sure you do. So I'm going to let our DTM Atif Irfan, why don't you lead this time? Being the senior host, and हम सबको इस दुआ के साथ आगे ले जाएं, हम इख्तिताम करते हैं. Over to you.
Sure. Wow. लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना में, जिंदगी की
सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी,
ओ मेरा दूरे दुनिया का मेरे
गम से अंधेरा हो जाए,
हर जगह मेरे
चमकने से उजाला हो जाए,
मेरे दम से यूं ही
मेरे वतन की जीनत
फूल
से होती है चमन की जीनत,
जिंदगी हो
मेरी परवान की सूरत या रब,
इल्म की शम्मा
से हो मुझको मुहब्बत या रब,
हो मेरा
काम गरीबों की हिमायत करना, दर्दों से मोहब्बत करना
मेरे
मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको
नेक जो
जो राह हो उसी राह पे चलाना मुझको
लब पे आती है
है
दुआ
दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी
जिंदगी
जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी
Thank you so much. Muhammad Ayaz, you've been awesome participant online, our guest and everyone, and Dr. Sumbul, and thank you everyone, Shahid Iqbal, Faiza Khanam, Usman Mufti. Right, I'm going to hand over the stage. Thank you so much for this. हमारा मकसद पूरा हुआ अब हमारे प्रेसिडेंट का काम हमारे एक्टिंग प्रेसिडेंट का काम जो immediate past president भी हैं. So I hand over the stage to her.
It was a lovely. So I did not get the guest feedback initially because we didn't have any guest at that time. But we normally do the guest feedback in the beginning and at the end. So I would like to. So we have Shahid Iqbal, we have Ayaz, and we have Faiza. So I would like to take just 30 seconds or 1 minute just to give us your feedback. How did you find the meeting and your feedback? So we will start with the Faiza, ladies first. Faiza.
To be honest, it's an amazing experience. Thank you so much for inviting, and I would love to be a part of Toastmaster if I can be more than a guest. And really, I enjoyed conversation. I enjoyed the structure. I enjoyed the way it has been organized and the way all the duties have been distributed and the way you took up the things. I mean, it's amazing. And especially for the first time I saw you, Dr. Amra, and I'm really glad to see you. Really. So yeah, it's an amazing experience.
So we have a new member. So we will be in challenge.
Thank you so much.
Touch Faiza and Faiza is actually my emotional intelligence team leader. And so Ayaz, I would like to take your feedback as well. Ayaz is the member of, is also my classmate of critical thinking. Ayaz.
Thank you, Dr. Amra, first of all, to inviting me and of course others as well in this amazing event. For me, it's still to grasping, the taste of this event actually. And I must say that I think a good 2 decades after that, I was just like reading the Lapyati Hai Dua Ban Ke Tamanna Meri. Wow, it is an amazing thing. Wow, you guys are doing excellent. I mean, the other things are amazing, but the last thing make to me to be goosebumps really, and I feel it. Jazakallah khair. I'm very happy that I was a part of it, and inshallah, in future, will be there as well if I will be allowed as well.
Yes. So Ayaz, what we will do is that we will add you to our guest list, and you can attend our meetings as guests as many times as you want. Although we would love you to be part of it, but take your time. Just take your time. And Shahid Iqbal Saab, you are our regular guest, and we enjoy your presence. So
yes, doctor, as usual, I think it was very useful and very fruitful. Have a nice conversation with everyone, and it was nice to learn a lot of new things, and especially to hear the experience sharing by everyone. Overall, it was very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So just I think the last thing is our winners. So as an acting president, And the reason why I am acting president today is because I had to introduce our Toastmaster of the evening, which was who is our president. So that's why we switched the roles. So, but for the winners, I will just hand it over back to our actual president, not the acting president, to announce the winners of the table topics.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Amra. Right, so I'm going to show you the results, and ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've voted. I mean, Toastmaster Isa and Toastmaster Sumbul, I mean, I wish they were in the thing and they did really well. It was a tough competition, but this is what you vote. So ladies and gentlemen, your votes are for Toastmaster, everyone together. Toastmaster Amra, the best table topic speaker.
So I will get, yeah. Can you get the certificate? It's in that.
Yeah, this one?
Yes. And we will have our distinguished DTM, distinguished. What DTM stands for is Distinguished Toastmasters. So we all are Toastmasters. Yeah, we will write it later on. So can I have my certificate?
Please.
Oh, thank you so much. This is.
Yes, it's a great honor for us to, for me to have a
Do you
certificate.
please take photographs?
Yeah, can you take a photograph?
Okay. 1, 2, and thank you. One more, just for the center. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So before we go, can we have a group photograph, please, of this meeting for our social media?
Muhammad Ayaz and Faiza Khanam, if you don't mind turning on your cameras, ताकि आप भी शामिल हो जाएं. I would appreciate अगर आप लोग chairs रख लें ताकि ये लोग पीछे से नजर भी आए, because screen में cover हो जाते हैं ना. So since you are only 4 of you, so
Usually, guys, we have three speeches and 3 evaluations, but today
Can I be excused for the picture today? I promise for next time I would be in the center.
as long as you promise,
But for
Faiza.
today,
Yes.
I promise. Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Please excuse me for today. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, who's gonna take a picture? It's me. Okay. Can you hear the clicks?
Yes.
Yes, thumbs up everyone for amazing work today. So lovely. Thank you. Zabardast. Zabardast.
Yeah, open it,
Yeah.
please.
One.
The camera.
Yes. And Muhammad Ayaz, you are an amazing. आपकी लब्बे आती दुआ मुझे टच कर गई, बहुत जबरदस्त थी.
Thank
जी,
you.
बिल्कुल वो next time आपसे lead करवाएंगे.
I'm sure you're gonna love it. I'm sure you're gonna love it. We are more gentlemen over here. Usually it's only me and Dr. Amra as the ladies, so you would enjoy the company.
Yeah, we usually have because it's still some of the they're still in the vacation mode and that's
Otherwise,
so with this the power vested in me as the acting president. I announced the meeting adjourned. I don't have
Woohoo! Well done. Great work, team. Thank you so much. And Abdullaim Saab, अपनी घर पे जाएं. Please do celebrate it nicely. And congratulations.
If you are a survivor, let us know.
yes.
And thank you so much, Dr. Amira. You're a superstar. Himmat karke aap aa gayi. Thank you. And Imran missed it, yaar.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. See ya. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.